Good morning, guys. How is it going? Rush SRT here. In today's video, well, today we're not doing anything fun because the car is not working. And this happens to be the second time that I've had this issue with the battery dying just after one day of the car sitting. So I don't know what the issue is, since I don't really have anything else plugged into the car. But it just happens to like to die. And I want to show you right now absolutely no power in a brand new car. Not even the lights can go on from how little battery power is in there right now. So as you can see here, if we press the power button, nothing. And yes, I do have the key. There we go. Press it with the key and the car is absolutely dead. So I don't know what's causing this or why it's happening, but it's really frustrating. As you can see there, that thing just turned on for a moment and it turned off. Now I gotta go buy jumper cables and try and get this thing to turn on, because this happened before, but you know, we had a family friend that was at the house who had jumper cables and able to start her up. But today that's a different story here. So let's see what we can do. But I'm definitely going to be taking it into Dodge, having them. Oh, look at that, we're having a little I don't know what the fuck this is, but some shit's going on. Anything else turning on back here? Oh, and to make things better, looks like somebody has rear-ended me right here. As you can see, their bumper or their license plate made a nice little mark in this lower section. So that absolutely sucks, but I'm glad it wasn't the painted portion. So I don't know if there's a way we can get this fixed. I'm gonna have to look into that, but that just sucks. Thank God for good old daily drivers, guys. I don't know what I would do with this thing, I swear to God, man. This Camry Hybrid is a true MVP, because I've never had a problem with this car. Can you guys believe that? Over 200,000 miles into owning this car and I've not had a single problem with it. Nothing. You know, aside from doing oil changes and you know, just regular maintenance, which has been very minimal too. This thing has continued to just shock me in every possible way of how nice of a car it really is. You know, and when I got this car, I got it with the intention of it being like the workhorse, the car that is for everything. And I mean, if you look around, this thing is fully loaded. It's got everything. I do have the sunroof, leather seats, has this ugly wood trim that I hate, but I mean, it still has it. Garage opener, you name it, it's got it all, and it has never failed me, never left me stranded. And to think that my brand new Dodge Challenger, which costs, you know, way more than this, is leaving me stranded twice so far with this battery issue and, you know, just other little things here and there, it is really frustrating me right now. So I don't know, I hope I can take it into the dealer and they can get it all sorted out for me. Maybe replace the battery if it's, you know, an old battery or something that's been sitting around for too long, because I just don't want to keep dealing with this issue. It's very hard to move that car. It weighs a ton. And to try to move it when, you know, there's no power, no electrical steering is very difficult. And, you know, just like this morning, we had another car parked in the garage, so getting that car out was the plan, and it just was not fun. My back actually hurts from having to you know, push this thing out of the driveway and then push it back on the side. Here, we're gonna see if they have any jumper cables. I don't see why they shouldn't. This one, 10 gauge versus a 8 gauge. I think this should be more than enough. Let's take a look.
1515. Are you a member?
I am, yeah.
Want to give me phone number?
Sure. 949.
There you are.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you. Let's hope this works out. There's an MVP that's gonna help us get that charge in there right now. And bam. trunk is where the battery's at. So I don't know how I'm gonna open this shit up. Because he has no power, so I guess I'm gonna have to give it power from the front and then try to pop the trunk. Okay. So here are the 2 points we can. Gonna peel this cover off. I think I just plugged it in. I don't know what's going on, but I need to pop this trunk open so I can get in there and actually charge the battery. It's like a weird thump. Now I don't know if there's a way to open the trunk. Getting in there. Alrighty guys, so no luck. And there's this weird thumping sound that's happening right now. I hope it doesn't ruin anything. So I gotta climb back here and manually release the trunk. I don't know where the lever is. There it is. Okay. There we are. So now we actually have access to the trunk. Show you guys where the battery's at. And there's our battery. So now I'm gonna try to go ahead and get this thing hooked up back here. But first I gotta move the car. Okay, so last time that worked. I'm hoping it works this time. For some reason the posts in the front of the car have not worked so well for me last time. They don't actually get the car moving or start it up at all. This does. So got that car running. Let's hope this one. There we go. Okay, see, that seems to give it enough power. I'm gonna let it charge for a little bit. So I'm guessing I need a new battery. That thing's huge, so I don't know why it's dying in just one day. But this is not a good look to have all these engine panels opened up and shit. So I'm gonna wait a little bit, let it charge up, turn off any electricals I can while this is happening. And as you can see there, the moment it resets, everything goes away in terms of the SRT pages and all that stuff. So there, I can open the windows now. Alrighty guys, so it's been a couple minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot. Put you guys right here so you can take a look at all the action that's happening. Try to close the trunk on my GoPro. God damn it. No. What is this day? What is this day? Okay, guys. Alrighty, guys. So that seems to have got the car started up. It's running. I'm going to leave it running for a little bit. Now, anytime that you do end up... Just unlock the seats back in. So anytime that you do end up jump starting your car, you're going to have this entertainment system, so pretty much it resets, and then you got to drive it for a little bit, turn it on and off a couple times for you to get the SRT entertainment system back and all that, all the functionality that you have. So as of right now, I don't have any functionality here, and that's what happened last time when this happened. So just be aware of that it will look a little strange, so you're gonna have to wait and see. And as of right now, the car has 2,351 miles. This happened at 1,000 miles, and it's happening again now. So obviously I'm not too happy about that. We're definitely gonna have to take it into service and see what's going on. Now time to park this girl up, which has been a lifesaver twice now. She's a real MVP, I'll tell you that, guys. The real MVP. Alrighty guys, so car is back to running condition. I was not running 60 times there, so let me put it back to where we need it to be and give you guys just some information that might be useful the next time your Challenger decides to die. So if your Challenger does decide to die, then you're gonna have to come in here, and if you have an automatic especially, come in here and you see that little red ribbon connected to this handle, you're gonna have to pull that. Now what that does is gonna manually put the car in neutral. And the reason you need to put it in neutral, just in case you need to move it or whatever, let's say it's parked inside your garage, you need to move it out to get to it or whatever you need to, or to tow it, that's just something very good to know. So you remove this piece, this plastic piece right here, just put your fingers in there and pull it out, and then you just pull on that ribbon and the car will go into neutral. Just make sure you're near the brakes if that does happen though, because the car might be rolling back, and it's kind of hard to stop a car that weighs this much. After that's done, you can go ahead and pop the hood and try to connect it to the post. So I'm going to show you guys the posts that you can connect it to. I'm leaving the car running just to charge it up a little more. So the posts that you need to get connected to are right here. So there's your negative, there's your positive. Now personally, for me, they have not worked all that well to get the car started, especially when it dies completely. If it has a little juice, maybe it'll work, but in my case it hasn't. So if that doesn't work, then you're gonna go ahead and pop the trunk. If you can't pop the trunk because the car, go ahead and shut it off now. If you can't pop the trunk because the car is completely dead, you're gonna have to come in here, move the seat up, and in here, there's these little handles on the seats. You pull it, and now you have access to the trunk. You're gonna have to climb in there and manually release the trunk. Put everything back. Once you have access to the trunk, this is when you're gonna come around, open up your trunk here. Got all my camera equipment that I need to move out of the way. My new mod, jumper cables, and you're gonna lift this thing up. There's this little piece right there. You're gonna lift this up, and now we have access to the battery. There's your positive, there's your negative. Now if you guys noticed in the video, I went ahead and covered this area up, because if you accidentally touch the body of the car, which I did by accident the first time this happened, you can see there it almost kind of looks like a weld mark, because just the current ran through the car, because the negative, as you can see, the negative terminal is connected right to the body of the car. So I accidentally touched it with the positive and it made a big spark. I thought the car was going to explode. It was really scary. So that's why I cover it up now when I'm connecting anything to the positive terminal. And once that's done, you're going to have to come around in here, and you're going to notice that your infotainment system is not working correctly right after you reset the car. And the reason is that I don't know why it needs to be reset, but now you'll see that it's back to normal. You just got to turn off the car and start it up once or twice, and you should get your entertainment system back to normal. I noticed this the first time it happened. It was giving me like a Chrysler entertainment system, so I guess these obviously are shared with the Chrysler models, so that's why Mine took a minute to come back, but it will come back. You don't have to go to the dealer to have them reset or anything. The only reason I'm going to the dealer is to have them replace that battery, because the second time it's happened, the car has 2,354 miles. So not a lot of miles. Car's still new, but I'm guessing I got a bad battery or something. And that's why this is happening. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I look like absolute shit because it's really early in the morning, but what can I do? Just can't always control what goes down. And now I'm gonna go ahead and park the car and go inside and get ready for school. So thank you guys for checking out this video. I'm Rush SRT. It was a lot of fucking not fun making this one, but I think it's a lot of useful information that somebody might find useful one day if you're stuck in a situation similar to the one I was in. So if you did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I hope the next videos won't be about the car breaking down, but more about enjoying the car and having fun with it. So thank you guys for checking out this one. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.